My new elements arrived. It's time to get them installed into the kiln. I have to replace the relays on the kiln too. It's been a while. Generally when I replace the elements, I replace the relays. But this is what they look like. They are called APM elements, and there will be 6 total. So the first thing I do is turn off the breaker. I also like to unplug the kiln just in case. I take off these screws. Remember where to put them. That's important. So here's the inside of the kiln. Based on the temperature readings that it's getting from the thermocouple right here, goes into the control board, which is behind this insulating panel connected to the computer back here. And then all of these different elements, layers in the kiln, are heated up based on what the computer is telling it to do, and the relays help turn on and off the power to the elements. So we're going to have to disconnect all of these things, take out the old elements, put them in, and reconnect everything. Before I do any cuts on the wires, I like to label them. This is just with some painter's tape, and then I go 1 through 12 down all of the different channels, and then I will cut the wires off and start to separate the element connectors from the elements. From there, I will remove all of the little ceramic insulators around the elements and then take out all of these little pins that are helping to hold the elements into their channels. This takes a long time. Using the needle nose pliers is really helpful, and you just want to be careful here not to damage the bricks as you're taking the elements and the pins out of the kiln. After that's all done, I will vacuum it to make sure there's no dust or debris in the element channels. And then I have 2 different types of elements, one for the top and bottom, and then some for the center elements. Once I make sure I have the correct one, I will snip off the pigtail ends and start to put the elements into their channels. These are bent at an angle every time there is an angle in the kiln, and that makes them really easy to install. And then I have to go ahead and put all of the pins back in to hold the elements in place, give it another vacuum, and now we're going to replace the relays. So I'll take off this part of the kiln, just place it off to the side, and start to take the relay off. And I take off 1 cord at a time and put it back onto the new relay into the same spot. Now they're supposed to be clear and not cloudy, as you can see from this old one. So once I'll get all of those replaced, I can get everything closed back up and put the kiln back together before connecting all of the elements. So here we go. We'll put new insulators around the elements, snip off the excess ends, and then attach the connectors. Making sure that you have a really good clamp is important. A crimp here is important. And then I will do the same thing, getting the wires connected as well, stripping them and making new connections. Once everybody's back in place and I've triple checked that I have the right order, I'll close it back up, turn on the breaker, and it's time for a test firing. I like to fire the kiln empty, and we'll make sure everything goes well before getting pots in it. Thanks for watching this far, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments.